Oh no. Oh no.
I'd go to another shot.
Okay, stop now, stop now, stop now, stop now, stop now. That's enough. Well, that didn't end well, did it?
So I've been taking a while to make a video, but trust me, it's not for lack of caring. A new job and moving kinda sucked a lot of the energy from me. I also recorded 4 games in that downtime that I ended up not really liking, so I scrapped all those videos except for one of them. I'll release that one later when I can stand to watch all that footage. Did the game fucking crash? So to ease myself back into making reviews, I wanted to try it with a demo. You know, just like the last video. Super short and easy. Couldn't possibly be 9 pages. What an absolutely massive demo this is. I clocked 7 hours and 3 days of recording. That's more hours than I put in some full games I bought throughout the 13 years of having a Steam account. The easiest way to describe this game would be a toned down, less Pride Month version of Atelier. You can fight, forage, fish, or fumble through shops for all the items you need. There's also a very light time mechanic, but I've never even come close to failing any of the times, so don't worry, it's nice and chill. So let's get this bad boy loaded up. As always, my character's name will be my classic name, Logan. Huh, just kidding. It's Tara Sonsko. Get it? Like Taransko? And I'm playing as a girl, and it's a very funny joke. Oh, and you also get a dog. That's a really generous demo. Uh-oh, the dog meter's going up. Your main character only communicates in MapleStory slime emotes, but everyone else talks in these silly little quirky, insanely loud primal droning in their text boxes. Every time this came up, it was clipping my OBS. People in this tiny little town of Moonbury are quite distrustful of you from the get-go. You're a chemist, a lot like an alchemist, but chemists from the capitals are sort of frowned upon here. Not like the guy who's literally called a witch doctor in dresses and supervillain black. No, this distrust has something to do with a terrible incident that occurred some time ago because of a chemist causing something or other to happen. It's vague right now, but all you need to know is even in this beautiful romantic tavern, your future big tit girlfriend hates you. The goal of the beginning is simple. Meyer, the mayor's daughter, is sick, and you need to make a simple little potion to nurse her back to health. You're even given a cute apothecary to act as your home base for all your future explorations. You can even decorate it. I didn't, but you can. After you accidentally keep recording for 30 minutes while you're making dinner, you're ready to take on the world of Potion Permit. Forrest the Forester here lets you into the meadow. It's a haven for monsters and resources galore. He gives you a gift and tells you very rudely to fuck off. I love a man who has no clue what he wants. Here's where we see probably about half the game. You can get as many resources here as your health and stamina will allow. Later on, you can upgrade these tools and make everything faster. Each resource has a specific element and Tetris block attributed to it that plays into the crafting mechanic. We'll look at that after some woodcutting ASMR. So in our little clinic that I forgot to mention earlier, we have Meyer the mayor's sick little girl. We have to Friday night funk our way into a diagnosis and give her some moon brine. Dumbass witchman couldn't cure, so we get a sweet badge. Oh man, he hates my goofy, Crafting the potions is a lot like the Atelier games, which is why I compare it to it. The crafting is a grid-based minigame. Each resource has a piece of the puzzle, and your goal is to find a way to complete it. If you can't complete it, then you have to go grind trees or armadillos. On the left are little circles that will light up for each ingredient you put in. There's only 5 that aren't covered, so that means you can only use 5 ingredients per recipe, and some recipes only allow a certain element. That wasn't a big problem until the last 2 quests I did in the demo. Sour sap grinding took me about an hour. I was absolutely losing my fucking gourd chopping down every tree trying to get this resource. And it only drops from this tree apparently. Man, I wish a menu that listed all the resources would tell me what drops from what, and it's all because someone won't go to therapy. Craft that item and bing bang boom, you got yourself a fun little gameplay loop. So here we are. We've been voluntold to stay in Moonbury and the world is our cauldron. We can become friends with the residents, sell potions for profit, explore and unlock the world. Well, for the sake of the review, I'm doing all 3. So let's talk about the citizens. They're a nice bunch, fishers, blacksmiths, mailmen, and cats. And at this moment, I feel calm. My soul no longer feels the calamitous ebb of negativity crashing and eroding my sanity. Life keeps all its good tucked away in these little moments, only for the meek to notice. Come on, fuck off, Nova. Talking to or giving them gifts once a day increases a friendship meter, and when that meter is high enough, it'll lock. That will mean the next day you can do a quest for them. Some happen to be long, and I didn't do some of those because I don't understand how to get a better fishing pole, but some are nice. Come to a location at a certain time to catch a pirate who just wants to borrow a few items. This girl has an anxiety problem. I'll give her some green sludge. Yorin the bartender has a banjo now, so that's neat. Sometimes a villager will walk into traffic and have to go to the clinic. You have 4 days to diagnose what type of tire mark is on their neck and heal them. Simon says you need to get better. Oh, I'll delete that one. That one really isn't funny. They give you money and gifts, so it's a good way to get some dosh early on. If they're at the clinic, you can't do any of their quests either. It kills 2 glitch birds with 1 very large rock. Are you feeling the crush of the economy? Get a part-time job. Grinding grapes at the church? On God, you know I go there every Sunday. Yeah, sure, I'll help you box your packages. There are some other side quests that might be attached to a friendship level, but I'm really not sure. Like clearing a slime deposit in a lake and starting the killing animals board. I don't have a joke about these, you just do those. Well, I haven't had to talk about glitches since, shit, Edge of Eternity. But I noticed a few that I had to either restart the game to get rid of or go through some really annoying hoops. I opened 2 menus at once by accident, keeping me locked in the menu until I soft reset the game. I dodge rolled into the pier and my dog really rudely decided not to help. I've done nothing but feed him applesauce and mushrooms for days, and he repays me with the bark of drowning? Screen transitions that go a little crazy when you're walking into a building. Sitting in the casino puts you on top of all the layers. Minimap doesn't clear the clouds away from an area I'm currently allowed in. It makes traversing super difficult, but I can't tell if this is a glitch or I didn't do something to clear it. The loud noise you can make by pressing Q. Tinnitus and epilepsy is a really great addition. Finally, possibly the strangest glitch I've ever seen in one of these demos, long distance fishing. I don't know what caused this, but when I completed a quest that gave me access to a new plant to cut down, I suddenly decided all I wanted to do was cast my pole 5 miles into the last pond I fished in. I couldn't get away from it. I was even fishing at bedtime, dude. Notice this big empty room? Yeah, my fucking wife left me. I was up to my gills swimming in the thoughts of fishing. It seems like the only thing that scratched that fishing itch was to run to the nearest pond and fish. And they feared me. Maybe that's why catching them was impossible in my transcendent state of mind. That was an annoying glitch, but I enjoyed watching things load in and pop out of the game while it was rendering. It was a really neat boundary break. None of these glitches stopped my desire to continue playing though. I think for me it was the flair of the whole experience that it does best. From the town to the outlying meadows, the game look is consistent. I love me some big ass pixels in my game. There's so much hidden detail to see in every tile too. Look at the motherfucking JoJo reference in the mausoleum, dude. Oh look, he's approaching me just like JoJo. That's the JoJo thing where the guy walks. There's a few simple things I really enjoy that I'd like to mention as well. Your body becomes a black silhouette when you go behind buildings or trees. Same for the enemies. It really helps in combat because these guys like to move around a whole bunch. The surroundings are populated with little critters everywhere. Look at this duck and this bird and this bunny and my dog. Villagers interact with each other randomly on the streets. Sometimes they say things between each other that you'd probably never know about the other villagers. Not that I really care because they're mean to me. An enemy like the armadillo or giant bug has to be bashed with a hammer to get them on their back before you can go to town with something else to kill it. Finally, I really just like the story as of the demo's main story end. No world-changing events, no dangerous pox that's going on. I expect the story to evolve past being a humble small town with small town problems, but I really hope it retains its charm. It's small and cute. So, I like it. Obviously, there's some things I want to see improved in the final game. The controller support is kind of screwy and there's no way to rebind controls in-game. Resolution selections keep reverting to not my resolution, therefore my quality in the recordings waxed and waned between sessions. I hope in the future the amount of people coming to the clinic is reduced so I don't have to get resources every day just to make back the stuff I lost that morning. Maybe that last one is only a correct personal opinion though. For me, I already wishlisted Potion Permit and I'm really eyeballing that physical collector's edition. I'm optimistic about this team being able to put together a really nice experience. Try it out if you like games like, like Rune Factory and Atelier.
Anybody call for you, Grandpa? You tell them this.
Atelier.
And I'm very optimistic that I won't take another million years to make another video.